Creating a gallery wall of photos in your home might seem like an incredibly overwhelming project, but there is a method that I like to use when I do these projects that will save you a ton of time and make it incredibly easy to get them lined up and in the exact space where you want them to be. Let's do this. There are 3 easy steps that we're going to follow, and normally I would tell you to scan and mark your walls so that you know exactly where all of your pipes and wires are to avoid them. But I'm doing something a little bit different this time. So step number 1, you're going to measure and tape and mark your frames. You'll want to mark the horizontal center and the vertical center on all of your frames. Painter's tape is an easy way to do this, and just mark it with a pencil once you find the center. The reason for this is to help you get it in the right place on the wall when you go to mount it. After you do this, lay them on the floor and work them through different patterns to figure out exactly what you want it to look like. Now is the time to play with this before you go to the wall. But once you get it to the wall, step number 2 is going to help you figure out exactly where it needs to go, and you might just change your mind. In this step, we're going to do something similar but on your walls. You want to measure, tape, and mark your walls. Find the vertical center and the horizontal center. Using a laser level on this part of the project makes it incredibly simplistic. When you find your measurement for the vertical center, put your laser level on that mark and then run the tape across that mark. You'll want to trace the lines so that you can mark it with a pencil across the tape. You can do it freehand, but you might want to use a straight edge because my freehand trace here was kind of ugly, to be honest. But then you also want to do the same thing with your verticals. You want to find the vertical center, put your tape along that with your laser level, and then mark that. Using a straight edge makes this a heck of a lot faster and gives you a more accurate line as well. Once that is complete, you want to now take those 2 vertical sections and split them in half. So repeat the same process you just did for the vertical center, but within each of those 2 sections. Now you may determine, like I did, that you want to split it in half again in order to get your grid into a finite size so that you can get your frames as close to the right location as humanly possible. Now when you hold your frames up to the grid, you may determine that you need additional lines. This is totally up to you. The point here is just get it to the size that's going to help you get your frames in the right spot. Some of you might be thinking that this is a huge waste of time to put all of this on your wall, but I can assure you that sometimes what you see in your mind, once you start to map it out on the wall, it's not going to look the way that you thought it would. For us, we were planning to hang 8 of these frames stacked on top of one another across the wall. Well, when we got it on the wall with the grid, we saw that the spacing was not what we thought it was going to be. So instead of changing the grid, we actually decided to add 2 more frames, and instead of hanging 8, we're now going to hang 10 across the wall. So rather than putting a bunch of holes in your wall, map it out, hold your frames on the wall, and get a good visual representation of what it's going to look like before you commit. And the third and final step is to mount your frames. The frames we're going to be using for our gallery wall have a little bit of a problem that hasn't been super uncommon in my experience, and it's the location of the mounting hardware on the back of the frame. It is inconsistent across all of our frames, meaning that they're a good 1/16, sometimes an 1/8 of an inch off, making it a little bit harder to hang them. So I'm going to be taking advantage of a product that I've grown to love over the course of the last couple of years, and that is the 3M Claw. Now the claw mounting system makes it significantly easier to get the frames on the wall. You simply stick the arrow right in the point of where you're going to hang it on the back of the frame. Then get your frame and line it up on the wall. When you push it up against the wall, the arrow sticks to the wall. So now you take your pencil and mark just in that point underneath that arrow. When you pull it off of the wall, now all you have to do is take the bottom of your claw where the little notch is, line that up with the mark that you just made on the wall, and then push it into the wall. Following this, because I'm lining up the bottoms and the tops of my frames with the measurements from my grid on the wall, makes it easier for me to get everything in the proper location so it's parallel and completely level all the way across the wall. Now you can put all of the photos in your frames rather than what came with it. But maybe you're interested in a little bit more information about those 3M claws. And for more information on that, click or tap on this video. And until the next time, keep doing it yourself.